You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the September 23rd meeting for the Michigan City Water Works Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Here we go. We're calling to order the Water Report Board meeting for today, September 23rd, 2025. And we need basically a call of order. In other words, we need to know who's here today. We'll do Carla.
Here.
Diane Gonzalez.
Present.
Davis Bush is here. Beth Pischker.
Here.
And Ken Barrett is absent. We'll move on to an approval of minutes for the previous meeting held September 9th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from September 29th, September 9th meeting. Sorry.
I'll second it.
Okay, we can vote. All in favor of accepting?
Aye.
Any negatives? Motion carries. We'll do an approval of purchase orders next.
Before you have a list of 16 purchase orders. The first purchase order is to Ferguson. These are replacement priming valves for the POTS tank booster station for $2,612.50. These are the first two we'll have to replace, and we're probably going to have to replace the rest. There's 3 more that we'll have to replace in the station. But the good news is we're replacing the ones that were installed when the station was built back in 1980.
Wow.
So we got our life out of them. The next item is McAllister Emergency Service for our plant generator for $903.42, and this was confirming they had come out. We were having a problem with it during a power outage, so they came out and fixed it. The next item is to Midwest Meter, repair of a handheld Trimble. This is a meter reading unit for $533.90. The next item is to K&L Supply. It's replacement of HPP pump number 2 in the north building boiler room. This is part of our heating system for the plant for $5,195. The next item is to D&M Excavating. This is using a vac truck for excavation for 8 hours for $2,805. We have multiple services in an existing subdivision where there is a lot of utility underground and very difficult to use our backhoes to dig those out. So with the vac truck, they can actually get it cleared out and less chance of us hitting gas and electric and those sorts of things.
Good.
Number 6 is to Midwest Meter. This is meters, transponders, and brass for stock for $19,418.64. The next item is to Utility Supply. These are hydrants for stock for $17,420. The next item is to 360 Degree Construction. This is a pavement repair at 290 East US 20. We had a main break there back in the winter time, but there was a problem with the culverts at that property that the property owner had to fix. And this is the contractor that the property owner brought in to fix those. And this is our portion for the concrete that we had to tear out during that main break.
I remember.
That's, like I said, $4,185. Number 9 is to Bain Enterprises. This is some missing parts in the old vac trailer. These are some minor parts. We bought a brand new vac trailer. The old trailer is basically going to get used until it fails completely, and then it's going to be disposed of. It really has no value otherwise. So we had a couple of small parts to add to it, but we're not going to spend a bunch of money on it. And anything that we can salvage from the old trailer before we dispose of it, we're going to bring over to the new trailer for spare parts and all that kind of stuff.
Good.
But this particular purchase is for $1,569. The next item is utility supply, tapping saddles and sleeves. Some are for stock, and then we have a couple projects that we need to get tapping saddles for. This is for $2,187.65. The next item is to Ferguson. These are some more hydrants for stock for $5,875. One vendor had one style at a good price, and a vendor had the other style at a good price. So splitting the order so we can save as much money as we can. The next item is to NIPSCO. This is a new gas meter for our distribution center. If you remember, we authorized installing a generator there, and in order to provide adequate natural gas, NIPSCO said we had to upgrade our gas meter. So the cost to do that is $1,835. The next item is to Northwest Indiana Fence. This is the enclosure at the distribution center to enclose the generator and the controls equipment for $5,550. Just basically make it secure. The next item is to Amazon. This is receipt printers and adapters for $1,455.62. These are how we print receipts for customers when they come in and pay their bills. The next item is to Duneland Repair, checking engine and coolant leaking through the exhaust system. This is truck 14. This is one of our dump trucks. For $4,740.43. My understanding is the cooler, which sits below the radiator, is actually failed, and so just that part alone is like $1,300. Then the last item is to Performance Paving. This is to excavate and then install concrete curb at the Chick-fil-A project. So we were, as part of the Chick-fil-A project, there was a fire hydrant that was supposed to be added. There were several issues along the way that kept that project from being done. When we finally got to do it, well, there's some pavement restoration now that we have to do that goes with it. That's this $9,435 is for. But it is part of the cost for doing the job. They paid us to do certain work out there, and this would fall under that. So we were a little under the plan so far. So this will be primarily eaten up by that money that they gave us to do the job.
Okay.
Need a motion on that to approve them?
Yes.
Okay. Motion to approve the list of purchase orders in the amount of $85,721.26.
I'll second it.
We'll vote. All in favor of accepting?
Aye.
Aye.
Negatives? Motion carries. Approval of lists of claims dated September 23rd, 2025.
I move to accept the claims as presented.
Second.
We'll vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any negatives? Motion carries. Financial statement from Mr. Wolf.
We'll just run through our cash flow on page 2. Our total receipts for the month were $865,649. We did recover $134 in bad debt. Total disbursements, not including our transfers, were $778,997. Inventory purchases were $58,126. Capital expenditures were $39,830. Left us with an ending balance of $240,402 at the end of August. On page 3, just point out that our operating revenues are over forecast and over prior year. Some of our expense lines are a little bit over forecast. We had with source of supply and pumping, we had some, the generator maintenance contracts fall in there. We had bulk phosphate purchase of almost $16,000 came in there. On the second line for water treatment, we were a little bit over there. We had truck repairs for hail damage, that was $7,800. And we bought some softener salt in there as well for $2,600. Our gross income before depreciation is $70,008 for the month and $585,771 for year to date. After depreciation, we have a net loss of $53,992 for the month and $406,229 for year to date. On page 3, our purchase power is over forecast. If you recall, last month we had not received the bill yet at the end of the month, so we didn't have it paid until August, so that's why it's in here. Our materials and supplies line is over. That's where our phosphate softener salt purchases fell. And our contracted services line is due to generator contracts. Those were 3-year contracts for 3 generators. And we had backhoe repairs and our Badger meter reading system annual subscription. Our truck repairs, truck expense is slightly over forecast. That has to do with some truck repairs on one of the larger vehicles. Our miscellaneous line has some pension expense for annual fees, and we had 2 employees attend Drive Co for CDL training. That took that over. And then just go to page 6. I want to point out the top line on the redemption fund that our bond payment was made at the end of August, $675,900. And we had a $200 wire fee, so our redemption fund is down to $4,624. If you flip back to page 5, on the liability section, on section 2, our bonds are down to $4,460,000 after that payment. Unless there's any questions, that's all I've got.
Thank you.
We'll need a motion and a second.
Sure.
Make a motion to approve the finance report as presented ending August 31, 2025.
I'll second it.
We'll vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any negatives? Motion carries. Thank you, Chris. Back to old business.
I don't have anything under old business right now.
Excellent. We did discuss some new business.
It's, under new business, in light of the conversation we had concerning personnel that was held during our executive session, I would like to request that the board authorize the adjustment of salary, hourly salary for the inventory and customer service supervisor and construction supervisor, setting both salaries at $30 an hour.
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any negatives? This motion goes forward. Thank you.
That's all I had under new business.
Very good. Any public comment? None noted. Any directors' comment? None noted. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any negatives? We're done.
Thank you so much.